Hi everybody, Gabby here with your battle of the day, mixing it up a little bit with battle spot music on Showdown because why not? Anyways, quote of the day real quick before we go into this team preview, which I just saw this guy's name and I was like, what? Anyways, it's a trap. Please remember that Star Wars spoilers are everywhere if you care about those, and just, you know, do everyone a solid and don't spoil Star Wars for people. I actually was spoiled to the big reveal of the 6th Harry Potter book by accident once, and I think I cried more learning that I was spoiled than I cried because of what actually happened. So yeah, just don't be a jerk. Watch out for the internet. Thank you all very much. Anyways, let's get into this battle. We are playing some guy named Obama Snow V6, who does not have any Ubers, he does not, or excuse me, any restricted Pokemon, he does not have any Obama Snows even. So, I don't know what this guy's doing. This is probably gonna be a 2-battle day, folks, just judging by how this looks. Anyways, Bisharp, Raichu, Volcarona, Swampert, Clefairy, and Salamence. I do not see anything really here that would discourage me from, actually, I take that back. I see a Bisharp. You know what? Let's just go all in and lead Kyogre Yveltal just right off the bat. I am worried about that Swampert, so I'm gonna bring along my Ferrothorn, who counters it perfectly. And then for the last slot, as much as it hesitates me to bring an Intimidate Pokemon, I think that Mawile would be really helpful here. And originally my gut was gonna be, let's lead Landorus, Landorus Gothitelle. But as you can see, I had a feeling he was going to lead Bisharp Raichu, and that would have been, like, really bad. Because I would have boosted up his Bisharp so he could have killed Gothitelle in one swipe, and then Raichu is faster than Landorus and probably has HP Ice. So, yeah, anyways, I'm going to try and set up Tailwind here. I did change the Yveltal moveset from yesterday. I was thinking about it kind of passively, and I decided that I really liked Tailwind, a lot, because the problem with this team is that it really only has one form of attack, which is, okay, you're gonna get Sucker Punched, so let's not do that. It only has really one form of attack, which is, you know, set up Trick Room, Sweep. So what I'm doing instead here is, King's Rock Raichu. Anyways, what I'm doing here instead is, you know, giving myself a pivot in terms of, do I want to run Tailwind or Trick Room? And I also threw in Landorus because I like how it functions under Tailwind. It's not really a Trick Room Pokemon, but being able to Earth Power things is amazingly, amazingly helpful. Anyways, Volcarona comes in. I'm wondering if he's trying to bait the Kyogre switch. I'm not really sure, so I'm going to go ahead and Protect and go for knockoff onto Bisharp. I'm just trying to pick up a KO here on Bisharp so I can send Kyogre back in to continue sweeping. Kind of weird. I mean, I guess he could Bug Bite Yveltal because I am a Dark-type Pokemon. I would be weak to that, but I'm not really sure because I want to say that Yveltal is stronger than that. Anyways, Volcarona protects, Ferrothorn protects, knockoff will connect with Bisharp, does not get the KO, but brings it down to Life Orb, and then he knocks off my Black Glasses. So that's a little bit unfortunate. However, we now are in this awesome position where I believe I can just knock off Bisharp again for the KO. So I'm gonna do that. And if Volcarona attacks Yveltal this turn, then so be it. I'm still faster. Kyogre will be in at that point, so I don't have to worry about things. Oh, okay. Well, Bisharp protects, so strong play there. And Volcarona goes for a Quiver Dance, so a really strong play, especially considering that now my Tailwind is out. So, kind of a weird position to be in. That was a very well played turn on his part there, because he knows that I really want Bisharp dead. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. Just, you know, chances are Volcarona is going to outspeed Yveltal this turn because of that speed boost. I think. I'm at 135. If he's at max speed, yeah. So, I could potentially lose both my Pokemon this turn. I don't really want that to happen. I want Ferrothorn and Kyogre to be on the field at the same time. So I am going to switch Kyogre out. And then on the off on the chance I can do something this turn, I am gonna try and Sucker Punch that Bisharp. Which I do get, and I get the KO, so cool. And Yveltal doesn't die to Bug Buzz, which is even better, so that's like a win-win-win for me. Yveltal is, like, really strong, which I enjoy. I like this fact. Anyways, Mega Swampert comes in. I know we haven't confirmed it's Mega yet, but I have a feeling it is. So that means we're gonna have to be a little bit careful about speed things next turn. I am gonna go for Sucker Punch onto Volcarona just to be safe. There's no way he's not attacking this turn. Another thing I could have tried to do here is set up Tailwind, but I don't think that Yveltal is gonna have the chance to do that unless he tries to just be really sly and protect Volcarona and then have Swampert. Actually, wait, yeah, he might try and Quiver Dance again. So you know what? Let's just go for the Tailwind. If Yveltal dies this turn, I don't think the benefit of having Sucker Punch the Volcarona would have been much. However, he does attack. No Mega Evolution from the Swampert. Bug Buzz will connect, and okay. Let's do this. I want Swampert dead before Mawile comes in, and I want to try and keep Kyogre alive as long as humanly possible, because the rain here will keep Volcarona from using its fire attacks, which Ferrothorn doesn't like, which Mawile doesn't like. So I might have to do a double protect here, but I think that'll be okay. Surprising how close things are, despite the fact that he has a significant base stat. Oh man! Okay, well, this is really, really, really unfortunate because Burn happens from the Scald to Ferrothorn, and my Power Whip misses. That's like the 1-2 punch of just really bad, terrible things. I am gonna go ahead and switch out Kyogre because I don't really want to risk the double protect, knowing now Ferrothorn has to basically stall out the rest of this game. I want more time to set up things. So Mawile will come in, takes the Bug Bugs like a champ. Scald crits, but I get Leech Seed onto Volcarona, so that's pretty cool. I am gonna protect. I don't know if I would expect Kyogre to come back in, and I would expect Ferrothorn to not switch out here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try and do as much damage to Volcarona as I can, even if I do lose Mawile here. It's a stall game at this point, so yeah. Anyway, Sucker Punch will do 60% to Volcarona. Fiery Dance will go into Ferrothorn. Earth Power will take out the Mawile. And then I need to just live one more turn of things from Volcarona. So we know that Bug Buzz is probably going to go to Kyogre unless he tries to outpredict me, which he has in the past, so I wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to go ahead and just start attacking. At this point, Volcarona dies in one turn to Leech Seed damage, and he cannot fire attack me this turn. So really the important part of this turn is getting the Leech Seed onto Swampert so I can continue to just stall things out. So hopefully I won't miss. Yeah, so Bug Buzz will attack Kyogre. Rain goes away. Earth Power does a decent amount to Ferrothorn. However, I do get double Leech Seed, and I do get the ability now to just kind of play the stall game. It's going to be interesting. Earth Power did about 30% to Ferrothorn last turn, and I'm not sure if that was a high or low damage roll. If it was a low damage roll, I probably could be in trouble, considering I'll have like maybe 40% HP after this turn, if that. 39.5. I'm gonna count that as 40. But hey, we're gonna try. If this Power Whip misses or if I die here, game's definitely over. However, Power Whip will connect, it will pick up the KO, and I win. That was surprisingly close and really kind of anxious making. Anyways, I'm gonna call this here just because it's been about 10 minutes and that's usually how long I want my videos to be. So yeah, moral of today's story is that Ubers aren't everything. I mean, as you can see, this guy did a very good job of kind of keeping me on the edge of my seat. Granted, you know, he did get lucky with the Power Whip miss and the Scald Burn, but I was still in trouble. Like, I think if that turn didn't happen the way it would have, I would have still been nervous, but I probably would have known I could have at least won something. So yeah, anyways, that's today's battle of the day. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. Oh my god, 400 subs. My mind is still blown because, like, I've been checking the Social Blade stats on this channel for a while because I'm a stat nerd, and they were predicting that 400 would take a month from, like, last week, and then they're predicting that 500 will take another, like, 6 months. So, you know, hey, let's keep proving them wrong. Thank you guys so much for your support. Yeah. Press that like button. Hey, if you have an idea for a quote of the day, because I'm really uncreative, you know, post them in the comments. I'm gonna start polling from there. Nothing offensive, nothing Star Trek or nothing Star Wars spoilery, and nothing just disgusting, please. I don't want to see quotes about people getting, like, beheaded and whatnot, because that's not cool. So yeah, thank you all so much. Have a great day, and I will be back tomorrow with the next battle of the day. See ya!